Cheer. You already know it's your boy Joe back at it again. Codingphase.com. Your boy's back and out and did it again. One more time. What's really good, guys? How you guys doing? Okay. I'm doing all right. I'm surviving out here. Still got a little bit of a cough, but I'm still good. So what's going on, man? How you guys doing, man? Talk to me. I know y'all probably just getting the notifications. Hopefully y'all get the notifications. You know how YouTube be, man. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the notification button, so you can know at least when we here. Always check around 1 p.m. Eastern time. I'm most likely going to be live in here. This is one of the things I've been trying to do to stay consistent and be live every single day with you guys, okay? Answering your questions and helping you guys out in whatever I can, all right? Shout out to everybody that's in here. And also, make sure you leave a comment on the chat so that way I know that you are in here live, okay? Again, there you go. You know what I mean? Shout out. We got a special guest, my cough. You get what I'm saying? Okay, shout out to Salah Toto. You know what I mean? Hey, anything with Toto I like. You know what I mean? So shout out to him. But yeah, let's go in and we're going to go and check out a couple of things, right? We're going to start by going through Indeed, even though Indeed is a little bit finicky, right? I'm gonna start looking for some jobs. Then from there, we're gonna look through a couple of news websites to see what's going on in development and in the world of tech, and we're gonna discuss that right here live. Okay, so make sure you tune in and chill out with me. Okay, I want to go in and start this off by checking what's going on in the world, okay? In the world of developers, okay? So again, we're gonna search for HTML, and then from there, we're gonna see what's actually hiring. I mean, look at this, right? Marketing automation and tech specialist. Shout out to those of you guys that have been listening to me. Watch my previous video where I talk about MarTech. It's a YouTube short. If you haven't watched it, go check out that YouTube short on my channel. And MarTech, which is marketing tech, is big, guys. This is the next frontier. I mean, it's been out, but now it's like a bigger wave in a sense, because believe it or not, a lot of these companies, they might not need that many software engineers like they used to. And now what they need is specific skills for specific roles, okay? And specific industries. So if you guys are not paying attention to that, definitely pay attention, right? Marketing, so MarTech, you have Sales Tech, and you have a couple of other ones. Make sure you go watch that YouTube short. I'm not gonna give you the whole game, so you what will be the point of go checking out the YouTube short, right? Shout out to Patrick Johnson. What's going on, my guy? Yeah, man, I'm here, bro. Doing what I always do. See what's going on in the market, see what opportunities is here. Okay, I'm seeing marketing automation and tech. Let's see what they're actually asking for. Okay, the best way for you to find out what skills you should learn, it should always be what companies is hiring for. Okay, so again, we specialize in high ticket sales, phone-based lead conversion, and operational automation. Okay, so they're using okay, so as we scale, we need a marketing tech expert to help us optimize lead generation, automate workflows, manage our website, and implement Odoo CRM. I've never heard of this one. Odoo, right? So this is the thing. There's always going to be a bunch of different CRMs out there. This is crazy. Odoo, I've never heard of this. Every time you think that you know everything, is like, bro, the game humbles you. It's like, nah, bro, you never heard of Odoo. Okay. Okay, this is an in-office position. Okay, your job will be basically managing their website, setting up and customizing the things that have to do with the CRM, setting up the automations for email, SMS, right? Integrate Odoo with other platforms like Stripe, Airtable, right? So as you can see, this is a technical role in a sense, right? Some of you guys might get scared of this where you see marketing, right? Don't get scared of this, right? Marketing is just, think of it of a department, right? There's sales, There's the let's say the developers. If there's a like a tech company or maybe a company that focuses more on the technology based, right? There's gonna be the design team, right? But in marketing, for them to actually create good campaigns and set up everything, they need to have certain technical skills. And a lot of marketers do not have the technical skills. So this is where you come in with your technical skills as a developer, and you can find a little window, a little space in there for you, which allows you to go in and get experience. I keep saying this. I'm going to continue saying it a million times. Look, they're mentioning they're working with WordPress. They work with Odoo CMS. I guess the Odoo is not only a CRM but also has a CMS system to it. Okay, so that's pretty interesting. And as you can see, it's a lot of the stuff that we've been using as developer: HTML, CSS. Right now, what you have to do is actually learn the extra things like knowing how to use Zapier, how to set up automations with Make.com, how to do the Odoo workflows, right? API integrations. You guys know how to do this, right? You know how to work with JSON objects. It's simple. You know how to do a request. It's not hard, right? You've been doing this on your own. You've been building your full stack application with Node.js. Why are you now applying to these type of jobs? Okay, you're falling behind. I'm telling you guys right now. Go where they want you at, not where they have enough people of you. You know what I'm saying? Okay, another one: WordPress developer, web and SEO specialist. Okay, e-commerce growth manager. Right. So for those of you guys wondering, how am I getting these jobs? How am I filtering this out? I'm just searching HTML. If you are a web developer and you know how to code websites, web applications, this is what you want to search. Don't go in and be that tinted and going in searching software engineer, right? That shit is too broad right now. Everyone is applying to that. You go in and you say, well, I got this skill. The job title is irrelevant, right? And what I'm looking for is to use the skills that I have as a web developer. Okay. Now, if you are just like a software engineer, you've never even worked with websites, then continue applying to where you're applying to. I'm talking to us, the people that actually is in the space of web development. Okay. So again, this is how you want to go in, search HTML. You could go in and search by relevance, or you could just go in and see the date. So you could see everything that has been listed today. Okay. So again, digital marketing specialist, People's Federal Credit Union. Okay. Again, basic stuff, Google ads, Facebook ads, right? A and B testing, right? This is like very basic stuff. Again, strong analytics, experience with Google Analytics, HubSpot, HTML, similar tools. All right. Let me continue going down through here. Marketing coordinator. Let's see what's going on in here. Okay, look at this. Solid understanding of HTML basics, website updates, experience with Google Analytics for tracking performance. Again, the foundation. Okay, let's continue. E-commerce specialist, $65,000 to $75,000. All right. Remember, my job here is to get you hired. My job here is not to give you your dream job. Your dream job is something you can get once we get you experience. If you have no experience, forget about the dream job. Okay, that's just the facts. That's how the world works right now. Okay, they're not handing out jobs just because. Okay, you're gonna have to go in and build yourself up. Shout out to everybody in here. I see my boy Renee. Renee, what's going on? Let me see anybody else in the chat. Guys, as you pop up in here, make sure you leave a message in the chat. Make sure you show me some love in there. Definitely post something, a question, a topic, okay, a comment, right? This way I could have interaction with you guys, and it just brings my mood up and continue to do this live stream. Because if it's just me by myself talking to myself, then I'm just like and I'm sleepy. Okay, and I want to get out of here, but I don't want to get out of here. I want to chill. I want to chill with you guys. I want to talk to you guys. Okay, let me see. Reading through the chat, Patrick Johnson says, I'm trying to figure out how to market these skills. I know HTML, CSS, JavaScript, some Python, and SQL. Okay, cool. So you got a well-rounded bunch of skills. So that's good, right? Well, Patrick, the number one thing that you got to think about is what problems can you solve for a business? Okay. So that's the number one thing that you want to focus on. So if I'm a business owner, what do I need from you? Right? Maybe I need you to build me some landing pages. Maybe I need you to build me a full stack application that is like an in-house tool. Maybe like a dashboard, right? Maybe I might need you to do that. Maybe I might need you to build me a mobile app. Maybe I might need you to use Python to set up some automations and maybe sort through some data and give me a report, right? So now when you go in and say, okay, these are the things that I could provide to a business, the next thing is start looking for those type of jobs and seeing what are the things that they're asking for, because it's not just going to be HTML, CSS, Python, and SQL, right? They're going to be asking for specific things. So you could go in and search online, like, okay, search Python, let's say, for example. So let's go in and do that right now. Okay, so you know Python, right? The only problem with Python, I love Python, by the way. The only thing about Python is that one thing that I realized over time, right, and it was one of the reasons why I never went into a Python job myself, is because most of the time, most of these companies are asking for a degree in computer science, and I don't have one, right? I'll be honest, right? I don't have a computer science degree, right? I was gonna get one, but then I switched over to communication design because I said I could learn how to code. But a lot of times, some of these companies, they're asking for a degree, so there are gonna be limitations, right? And yeah, you could find a job even without a degree, and use Python, but a lot of times you're gonna find that, you know, it's not as easy as people think. Okay. So again, we're looking for Python, right? This is what we got. Okay, so this is one of the first things that we got here. CRM automation specialist, AI system specialist. Okay. So build and optimize CRM workflows, right? Automate order status communication via email, SMS. Okay. Again, they're working with some type of CRM system. Now, I'm trying to see, where did they mention Python? Okay, here we go. They're looking for somebody who's comfortable with JavaScript and CRM, custom code, or Python scripting. Okay, so as you can see, this is exactly what I was telling you from before. So this automation specialist, Zapier, Make, Twilio, Stripe webhooks, CRM platforms. This is what you want to go in and learn next. So you already have Python under your belt. You got HTML, CSS under your belt. You probably got some JavaScript. Now you need to learn the tools of the job, because it's just like any other job. Like I could go in and say, well, I'm a dentist. Okay, you're a dentist. You went to school for dentistry, right? That's nice. But do you know how to use this random drill? Do you know which drill is it that we're supposed to use when we want to remove a tooth or remove a decay tooth or some random shit? Again, I'm not a dentist, but there's tools of the job that you have to learn. So it's not just the skill of, well, I studied dentistry, I know all of the things about, what happens in the teeth, what happens in this and that. You're going to need to know the tools of the job itself, how to, sterilize all of the tools, how to make sure that the patient is good. If you do anesthesia, how much is supposed to a person supposed to have? What is the machine of for anesthesia? How do you set those things up, right? So just like any other job, you're gonna have to know how to use the tools, and this is what it comes with it. Okay, yes, there is a space for just knowing Python and be like, well, I'm a Python developer and Python, and I'm a software engineer with a Python background. Yes, there's some spaces for that, but just like I always say here, it's flooded. Okay, so now what you want to do is you want to look for these type of job opportunities where you can use those skills, but you're gonna also have to learn the flow of it. Okay, so I give you an example. Somebody's looking for a job like this. This is what we consider, in a sense, is a mixture between web administrator, email developer, and now with the new career path that we have on codingphase.com, which is AI automations. This is the type of things that we're getting into now, where we're creating all of these courses, right? People asking me what I've been up to. That's what I've been up to. I've been, building the curriculum, getting ready to start recording the videos for this. But this is going to be a new career path on codingphase.com, which is the workflow. So we're going to go into all of the different scenarios, right? Because sometimes you could even go on YouTube, be like, well, what's make.com? And there's going to be a tutorial, a long ass tutorial on it. Or you go in and search Zapier. Somebody's going to go in and create a video on Zapier, an 8-hour tutorial. But the truth is that you need to know how to use these tools for the job. So that's how I'm teaching this actual AI automations course. So we have things like, how do you go in and build email campaigns using AI? What are the tools? So we go into how to use ChatGPT, how to use examples of other emails, and then from there, how do you go in and create the email and the design of it? Okay. Then from there, we go into things like, how do you go in and create advertisement? Because there are going to be situations for every type of role. A company might need you to come in and build the emails if you are an email developer or you're in a marketing team, but they might also need you to go in and create the advertisement, right? So how do you create the advertisement for, let's say, the images? How do you create the advertisement of a video for a Facebook ad, Google ad, right? How do you do all of these things, right? So this is where, we're going to go in this AI automations career path, and we're going to dive deep into that. Not teaching you, hey, this is make.com, this is Zapier. No, that's the worst way of teaching this shit, right? Because I don't want to go in and spend, let's say 8 hours creating a bullshit that you could find on YouTube, right? You don't need somebody to give you the same stuff that's in the documentation. What you need is somebody to teach you how to do this on the job. So when you go to these jobs and you apply to the positions, you have something to explain to them, right? What's your workflow? What can you do for them, right? That's the difference on what we do on codingphase.com and what everyone else does. People just teach. They just go in and find whatever is popular, whatever people are searching on Google, whatever's trending on YouTube. They create a tutorial, they create a $10 course, and they say, voila, here you go. I don't do that. I take my time. I go into the industries, and I go in and do research, look over all the jobs, look over all of the skills. What exactly is it that you're going to be doing there, right? It's no secret. I haven't worked for anybody in the past 10 plus years, okay? The last time I worked for somebody was like 2017, okay? So I can't go in and tell you, hey, how do I go in and prepare you to do this for a job when I haven't worked for anybody in almost 10 years? It's very simple. It's about doing research, talking to other colleagues that's still working in the industry, looking at myself and the things that I do for my own business, and then from there preparing you to go in and solve the problems for the businesses, not teach you, hey, here's how to code. Here's how to set up an automation on make.com. That's not how you do it. You go in and you break down what are the problems that you're solving within a business in the different industries and categories of departments that you're going to be working on. Okay. So again, I'm looking forward for you guys to check this out because I've been spending a lot of time on this. All of January, we spent time on the trading course. For those of you guys that haven't checked it out, definitely go check it out. It's there. It's available for a limited time only on codingphase.com. Once, I believe, by next Wednesday, we are removing it from the Diamond membership, and you can only purchase it. So take advantage of it now. Go in there. Go check out the trading course if you want to see if it's worth it. And then from there, we'll have the price of the pre-order. Okay. But take advantage because, by the time we take it out, it's like a movie. It's like you watching Netflix. When you come to codingphase.com, there's certain courses that have to do with the platform, like learning to code, learning the things to get you a job. But the trading course and the profitable developer, that's not included in codingphase.com. I give you access to it early so you could go in and go over it. And then as a Diamond member, in a sense, you get a preview of what this course is going to be about. And at that point, you get to decide, do I want to purchase it? Do I not want to purchase it? You know what I'm saying? So take advantage. It's available for every single one of you guys that is on, on codingphase.com. So yeah, like I said, guys, for anybody that's new, that's watching this, all you have to do is come to codingphase.com, go to the website, okay? You click over here, right? And breaks it down pretty simple. I give you example of everything that you're gonna be doing, start your career path. We have the different career paths in here. Learn the courses, build the projects for your portfolio, right? Build your portfolio, build the resume, apply to the job boards, right? On the jobs, right? Apply to the jobs on the job board. Sorry. Get the job interview and congratulations, you're hired. That's it. It's a very simple process. As long as you come in, you do the work, because I don't have a magic stick. I'm not Harry Potter. I can't go in and be like, hey, voila, you signed up for 1 month and you learned all of the skills. No, you have to sit down. You got to go through the courses. You got to build the projects, right? And if you have questions, you can always reach out to me and I'll look over your projects and give you that feedback that you need, okay? So definitely take advantage. There's a big difference between somebody that comes to codingphase.com, where they could literally come in and within 2 months get to a point where they could start applying to jobs, sometimes even faster, because if you've already been learning how to code, all you need to do is learn the right things and build the right portfolio, and then we get you ready to go, okay? Then you going in and spending months and months and months, right, waiting for somebody to come in and give you a job, because you will get a job. If you learn the skill, right, you go in, I don't care if you learn it from me or from somebody else, at some point you will get hired, right? But I've seen people that don't come to codingphase.com and they spend 20 months, a year and a half, right, without actually even being ready to be applying to jobs or even getting any interviews. So why would you go the hard way when you could literally come in to Coding Phase, pay for a service? This is what we're here for. We provide a service, and literally for $1 a day, you could come in and get your shit together. Okay. But again, I'm not here to convince you to do something good for yourself. It's up to you. All right. Again, so coming back over here, like I was saying, there's certain skills that we are adding also to codingphase.com, which is AI automations. And that's going to be the whole thing for this whole year. This whole year is all about AI automations. Okay. So that career path is going to be jam-packed with everything that's happening within the industry, everything from, like I said, how to set up the automations, right, for marketing teams, advertisement, whatever it is that you're going to need to do for a business, we're adding it to that career path. And then on top of that, how to actually go in and build your own software as a service, even if you don't know how to code, okay? There's a lot of people that's going to take advantage of these skills, and you don't want to get left behind. Okay, so shout out to everybody that's in here. I see a couple of you guys. Let me see. I'm just trying to reach to the point where the last messages that I read. Excuse me. Indeed, just send me a few job listings. I'll look into that as soon as the stream is over. I have a few other skills too, but I keep getting told I'm missing qualifications. Yeah, it's going to happen. I mean, it depends what type of job you're applying to. That's why I try to tell you, like, you got to know what type of jobs you're going to apply to, because there's jobs that no matter what, you need a degree. And there's jobs that you need a government clearance, right? So you got to know what you can do and what you can't do, right? Because if I go in and I say, hey, man, let me go in and apply to this government contract, but I know damn well, right, I might have something going on in my background, or maybe I don't have my U.S. citizenship, or maybe I don't have whatever, right? Whatever clearance it is. Maybe I smoke weed. Maybe I do drugs on the weekend, right? Maybe somebody is like that, right? And they're like, hey, man, let me go and apply, because today I want to get a job in the government. But you know damn well you're missing these things. So why are you going to waste the time that you have, which is limited, because you probably work full time, or you got kids, or got a family, etc. Go to where you can get in easy, okay? Then from there, you prepare yourself on whatever you might need, certifications, citizenship, whatever it is, freaking, you stop smoking for 2 months. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is that you need to do, right? Then you do that. But for now, let's focus on the things that I could get you a job in right now. So you could get paid. I don't know. I mean, it makes sense to me. I don't know. Put number one if it makes sense for you to go to where you can find a job now, or put number two where, hey, you gotta wait for a couple of things to check off, right? And then from there you could go in and get the job. I don't know. I like to make shit easy and make my life easy. I don't know about you guys, right? So yeah, Patrick, there's a lot of jobs out here that they have qualifications. There's things that you're gonna need, right? That's why I focus on specific things that's just easier for the average person. Because my job here is to help you transition quickly, right? If I go in and I put you on a path where I'll be like, hey guys, let's start learning cybersecurity. I could go in and partner up with somebody that can go and teach you that, right? Because I don't do cybersecurity. But then now I know for sure you need this certification, you need this, you need that, right? At that point, it's like it's no longer as easy as let me just learn a skill at home. Now I gotta set up a plan. I gotta go in and check this thing off, check this thing off. You know what I mean? Like now we gotta put you on rehab. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a dude right there that's like, yo, yeah, Joe, shit, it's hard, man. It's hard out here, bro. You know what I mean? It's hard out here, and we gotta put this dude. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to make your life easier. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to make your life hard. It's like, yeah, Joe, you're gonna have to help me out get the certification. Yeah, bro, I'm gonna need an extra 2 months because I think I might need to go to like, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, you don't want to go into that space where it's gonna be much harder. I'm trying to find you the opportunities where you could say, well, I got the skill, I could learn this at home, and I could get in. You get what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So yeah. Let me see. Shout out to everybody in here. Lasker Panic says, I live in Boston. How can I get a remote job? Well, you need to learn the skills that's required here in the United States. Now, there's other countries too. Don't just focus on the U.S. There's a bunch of countries. You got people like in Mexico and in freaking Colombia. There's industries everywhere, right? There's also agencies that hire remote workers. So you will have to go in and do the research on that. Just go in and search agencies, remote workers, or abroad, right? Was it abroad? Yeah, abroad, outside of the U.S. agencies that hire, right? And just Google it. I used to have a list of like 20 different places, 20 different agencies, right? But the truth is, like, my market is here, the U.S., right? And one thing that I realized over time is that if I go in and I start focusing on everybody in the world, I can't take care of the people that's here that can get a job here. If I go in and I just say, well, guys, let me show you how to get a job in Dubai, I'm spreading myself too thin. Now I need to learn about the job market in Dubai. I got to learn about the job market in Germany. I got to learn what's going on in the UK. That's too hard, too difficult. I'm a one-man team in a sense, right? I got a couple of people that help me out, but in reality, I like to be hands-on so I know shit gets done right. So I don't know what's going on in outside of the U.S. I know for sure there's a couple of agencies that's what they do. They go in and help you get placed in different places, right? But you have to understand, like, they do testing, they go in and check certifications, they give priority to people with degrees. That happens, right? This is why you see guys like a lot of Indians that are like really good, like they have their degrees and all of that, and they working like in Dominican Republic, or they're working in Mexico, or they're working in Dubai. How do they do that? Well, there's an agency that come in and snatch them up. You know what I'm saying? So if they can do that, you can do it. There's nothing stopping you. I'm seeing a lot of Polish do the same thing that Indians be doing. And if they could find a way, right? It's about doing the research. It's just sitting down, look up. This is your homework. If you outside of the U.S., right? Your homework should be, how do Indians get jobs? Google that part. You know what I'm saying? You know, and shout out to all the Indians, right? But they know the game. They know how to go in and get placed in companies. They know how to go in and game the system. You know, they have their own agencies that scoop people up, right? How do they get paid, right? I always tell the story. Like even I myself, I learned so much from Indians, right? When I was learning how to, make money online, the people that I learned in the beginning, a lot of them from like blogs and things like that were all Indians. That's why I always tell people like here in the US or even in Europe, and it's like, bro, if you can't find a job, how does a dude across the world is able to find a job and make a living? Right? If they could do it, you could do it. You know what I'm saying? You might be in a better position than a lot of them. And if they can make it happen, you can make it happen for yourself. So there's a lot of different opportunities. But you say, I have about 100 finished projects, full stacks. Yeah, but this is the thing. When you go in and you say, I got 100 projects in full stack development, right? What problems have you solved? If you have 100 projects and you have that enough time for you to do 100 projects, my suggestion is you should have created your own software as a service. Create your own business. Okay? I know it sounds a little bit like, what am I giving you? But it's the truth. If you have that much time, don't go in and just do, like, let's say, for example, this is something that a lot of people do wrong, right? We tell new developers, hey, practice makes perfect, which it does. But if you build one full stack application and you build 3 other full stack applications, you learned enough already. Now you got to solve a problem. So if you have that time, go and build your own business. How do you make money online? Go on LinkedIn, not LinkedIn, sorry, on X and search Indie Hacker. Search on Google software as a service ideas. Search on YouTube software as a service entrepreneurs. And you will see how there's thousands of people that are using their skills as developers to solve a problem. And from there, they're making a good living. You don't need to have thousands and thousands of customers. You need 100 customers. If you could go in and get 100 customers paying you, $100, you got a business. Shit, you got 50 customers paying you $100 a month, you got a business. You're making money. So with that being said, like, I know you said you got 100 applications. You don't need to don't do no more. Chill. Now go in and look into how do you solve a problem. And the things that you need to learn now, it's not just the click-clack, the learning of coding and keeping up with the Joneses. You already know that. Now what you want to learn is go over online how to come up with ideas, right? I have a course, Profitable Developer course. But again, I'm not here to promote that, right? It's there. It's on the link in the description. If you want it, you could take it. But if not, you go in and figure it out on your own. How do you come up with ideas? How do you do research? How do you go in and see what a good design is? How do you learn marketing? How is it that applications become viral? That's what you need to be learning now. Because if you did 100 projects and you're still struggling to find a job, then you need to focus on those skills, which is outside of coding. Coding, just slamming your head at a keyboard, it's not going to do you any good. You know what I mean? And that's just my advice given to you. You could take it or leave it. Let me see. Renee says, nice. I'll keep an eye on the AI automations. Yes. This is like one of the projects. Let me see if I could. So, let me see. Coding phase, the NG Rock. Let me see. NG Rock, the app. So this is one of the stuff that I've been working on. Let me see. Coding phase, the NG Rock. Okay, here we go. Okay, so talking about automations, right? So this is one of the things that I have here that I built, right? Like, how do you go in and set up like automation. So this is an app that I built for myself that I needed, but it's crazy enough that I got other people that's reaching out to me that they're like, hey, how you do get your thumbnails? How you do this and that, right? And they're asking me for this service. So now I'm about to launch this pretty soon, and this is an app that is for let's say anyone who is a YouTuber, content creator, etc., to be able to go in and create whatever, images or things that they might need. So, and this is great for that guy too. I'm looking at the things that I'm having issues with, right? And I know for sure because I'm a content creator, business owner, so I know it's very time consuming to go in and take the thumbnail picture, do this and that. How do I go in and automate that? And how do I go in and make it simpler for somebody who don't even know how to code, who don't even know how to do design? So this is a tool that I created, right? So I looked at the problem, I solved it with code, right? With the skills that I have. And then from there, how do I market it? I mean, I've been marketing for over 10 years. So I know how to market this application. Now it's just about launching it. But I give you an idea, right? This is how I'm solving a problem. You could find a problem out there. It could be for law firms. It could be for doctors. It could be for TikTokers. How do you go in and help businesses find user generated content, or getting influencers to build their videos for their, I don't know, for their campaign? How do you go in and help people find the right products to sell on TikTok shop, right? Like there's a million problems that's out here that if you go in and you're able to solve it, there's 100 people that's willing to pay you. Okay. So again, this is just like a quick example, right? So let's say I'm just a YouTuber. I'm a simple guy. Okay. I'm a simple guy, right? I want to go in and I want to create a YouTube thumbnail, right? Excuse me, guys. I got this freaking cough, and it's hard to talk for a long time. But yeah, so let's go in and take a look at this, okay? So let's say I wanted to create a thumbnail similar to this one. I could easily come in, right, with this app, right, and click over here, paste the URL, okay? It analyzes the thumbnail. Then once it analyzes the thumbnail, comes back, and then from there we should be able to get the thumbnail analyzed and get all the information. And then from there, here we go. Okay, so now I can go in, click the photo, right? So I'm choosing, let's say, myself. Let me move myself out of here. Okay, these are images that I already have of myself, and then from there I could just choose whatever AI model that I might want to go and use, right? So for this example, I'm going to use Nano Banana. Okay, now this is the thumbnail, right? And we want something similar to this. So then in here, let's say I wanted to use that thumbnail or that thumbnail style, but instead of having Acorn City, I'm going to go in and say something like this. All I will have to do is go in and change this and say background. Let me see. Boom, boom. Just a man in the background who looks like, okay, let's say Donald Trump. Okay. Let's say it's more tariffs. Okay. Let me see. I don't know. Okay, and click generate. All right. Now, it took the thumbnail and analyzed it, right? Then from there came back and basically gave us the whole prompt for that thumbnail to create something similar to that. And then now, here you go. Okay. I can go in, create a thumbnail. Okay. So If somebody wanted to create something similar to that thumbnail, now they have a good starting point. And we could run this multiple times. Let's say I wanted to use this and say, you know what? This is great, but I also would like to go in and create one for, let's say, TikTok, right? Go in, generate that. Okay. Now I'm solving a problem. It's a problem that is that I was having myself. I was paying somebody for this whole thing. I used to pay $44 for somebody to come in and or a service to come in and do the same thing. Now I come in because I am a developer. I just build it myself. You know what I'm saying? I just build it myself, solve the problem. Same thing over here. If I wanted to come in, let's say I could create let's say a workflow. Okay, so I'm gonna say, where is it? Let me create, I don't know, project. I'm just gonna call it project. Okay, and this is an extra feature that I'm adding, where if you want to go in and create your own workflow, you can go in and do this too. So we could say like this, have a prompt, and I'm going to, let me see, where is this? Let me create this a new window. Let me see, I think I pressed the wrong button. I don't want a private window, I want a regular window. Okay, and then now, so I could go into, okay, give me 1 second. I'm getting this prompt that I saved. And this is another problem, having like multiple prompts. How do I go in and save that? This is a feature that I want to go in and add to this too. So give me 1 second, searching for this. Okay, so let's just go in and say somebody wanted to come in and use something like this. I'm just gonna put in the prompt, put in the reference image. Okay, here we go. And then now have the AI model. Let's use, okay, we got C-Drain, Gemini Pro image. Okay, and I could just plug this here, use this image, and then run model. And this is like a workflow that somebody could go in and save if they want to create like advertisement, create a storyboard, create whatever it is. If they want to create a music video, they want to create an animation, whatever it is, they could go in and get this done through here. And again, I'm just solving problems with the skills that I have, and then using, my knowledge and my experience to see, okay, how do I go in and solve this problem? Now, might be a little bit issue. This is still being worked on. This tool, and it should work, but I think sometimes if I have a certain type of prompt, sometimes Nano Banana might give you an issue. So that might be a problem there. That's why we might not be seeing it right now. So maybe I gotta go in and, oh, you know what? Also too might be the image size. Is it this one? I'm looking for one that's smaller. But yeah, so basically this is how it works, right? So then from there it generates the image, gives you a bunch of different ones. Like I said, it's probably, the issue is this prompt. It probably has something in there that is giving us a issue. But yeah, this is one of the apps that I've been building on the side, just to make my life easier and, you know, to solve other people's problems. But again, I'm just showing you guys that as an example, something that you could go in and see, okay, this is the issue I'm having. How do I go in and solve that problem? Okay. Oh, and there we go. It's just the image. I think the image was taking too long because it was a pretty big size. I think it was like a 1 MB, the actual image. Okay. So here you go. All right. So let's say right now you was creating a music video, whatever it is. Now you have a reference of this, okay? And now let's go in and create, did I mess up? Yeah, okay. So save this, okay? Go back over here. And now we could take this output of this image and we could go in and create another one, which might be, let's say, the storyboard. Put it right here, add another prompt. And in here, we're gonna go in, give me 1 second. Let me see, storyboard. And that's the thing, you gotta have a place to save this. So let me go in, write a prompt for a 9 shots storyboard, one image. Give this a second. All right, and then now we go in, put this here, and we're gonna go in, run this model, and then hopefully everything goes good. There's no issues on the prompt. And again, I'm just showing you guys as an example of something cool that you could go in and build by using the skills that you have, you know. Like I said, this is something I'm working on. Okay, so there we go. So now we have the image right here. So I just created 9 different scenes from this one image for, like, let's say a music video, an idea, right? And now it just generated this for us right here. Okay, and I could go in, save this image, and give me 1 second. And there we go. So if I wanted to create a music video, create an advertisement, I can go in now, use that image that I created, that first prompt, right? And then use that same image to create multiple scenes and scenarios and different shots for that video. And now from there, this is where you will go in and use something like Kling.io to be able to go in and generate all of these into real videos. You know what I'm saying? So it's simple, right? And So yeah, this right here could save you a lot of time, right? You know, it saves me a lot of time whenever I want to go in and create something real quick. So yeah, just use the skills that you have. There's a lot of ways to make money, especially now. This is why I tell people like, yo, people like worry about AI and this and that. I'm like, bro, the people that know what they're doing, like they're gonna make a killing. I mean, I don't want to give no details right now, but coding phase right now is hot. Like especially with the resume builder, right? Like we integrated the resume builder, the job board, all of the things that we have on coding phase, like especially at the price that we have it right now, like this shit is selling like hotcakes. Okay, so that's why when you be like, "Where's Joe at?" It's like Joe chilling, coding phase making bread right now, and it really comes down to using AI to be able to solve problems, right? Like the resume builder is using AI plus the knowledge and experience that I have as a developer and somebody who has helped, thousands of people get into the game to be able to go in and create the right resume. That's the number one feature right now. A lot of people's using it. Right now we're working on an extension. So when you go in and you are about to apply to jobs, you'll have your resume there and it could autofill everything for you to save you even more time. You know what I'm saying? So these are things that I'm using AI and using the skills that I have and the knowledge that I have and my experience to make bread. You could do the same thing. You just gotta solve problems. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to everybody that's in here. Like I said, if you want to learn this stuff and you're like, man, I want to learn how to do this. I want to learn how to get a job. Guys, come to codingphase.com. This is the thing that makes me happy. This is the thing that I enjoy to do, which is helping people, regular folks. It's a good feeling when I come in here and I go through my success stories, right? This is regular folks just like me. When I first started going in this path of learning how to code, I was like, man, this thing is difficult. I got to go back to school, get a computer science degree. I got to do this and that. And it's like, nah, bro, you could get a job in here, right? It's just about knowing the right skills and applying to the right jobs, okay? So, again, you want to learn from somebody that's been doing this shit for 8 years and above, you come to me. You want to go in and you want to learn from some random kid that don't even know how to teach, don't even know how to help you get a job, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? My job here is to provide value but not to convince you to do the right thing for yourself. Okay? Shout out to everybody in here. I'm going through the chat. Let me see. Do your homework, guys. We got this. Yes, do your homework. Shout out to my boy Lawrence. Get in where you fit in. Facts. People want to put square blocks in round holes. Yeah. Yeah, shout out to my boy Lawrence, yo. Facts, bro. Dudes be like, hold on, but this triangle, we trying to make it fit in this square. It's like, you thinking it. This shit is not gonna fit. Like, oh my God. Let me see. I've learned so much about how different Nigeria is in the dev game. It blew my mind. Yeah, there's a lot of countries out here that's killing it, man. And I'll be seeing a lot of people that, that's why I tell people here, bro, like, you in the US, there's people right now in Nigeria making it happen. There's people in India making it happen, in Poland making it happen. I was watching some dude on YouTube the other day in Ukraine. And as he like doing he's vibe coding some stuff and building something, and you hear like a bomb, like, like that's just down the block, and he's in there grinding. So when you have people that's going through real shit, and you start asking yourself like, what am I doing with myself? Why am I missing out on opportunities? What am I missing, right? Also, too, sometimes you might not know everything. Like I give you an example, right? I don't care if you come to me, but go to somebody that knows what they're doing, right? I know some people that they cheap as fuck, right? I'll be honest and I'll put it out there. There's people that just cheap as fuck, and this is why you're in the same situation. I'm not cheap. I go in and I'll pay the premium to skip the steps, right? Like me going in, learning how to code, all of the skills that I learned, I had to pay for that shit, right? From lynda.com, freaking Touch Plus, freaking a bunch of freaking tutorials, a bunch of YouTube fucking videos that I watched, From there, buying the courses myself. Then from there, learning about business. Because once learning to code is like, in a sense, is like learning math. 1+1 = 2, right? But then from there, when I decided I want to start building my own business, how do I do that, right? I went in and I paid for that shit. I had to pay for masterminds, learn how to do advertisement, learn how to go in and learn about marketing. How do you set up emails? How do you do all of this stuff that's going to help my businesses grow? I could have went in and be one of these tintin and be like, yeah, I'll find it on YouTube and spend a year, 2 years trying to fucking learn this shit. I'm not that guy. I don't have time to waste another year and be like, well, let me wait a year and figure this shit out on my own. Nah, I'll go to the guy that has already been proven to work and knows what he's doing and be like, how much this shit cost? $1,000, $2,000? Okay, here you go. Boom, that's it. You saved me 6 months of my life, right? This shit costs $100. Here you go. This service that I gotta build, whatever. Like, look, I was paying $50 a freaking month to get a thumbnail because I couldn't do the thumbnails myself. I don't have time. I'll pay the $50. I have a whole bunch of services that I pay for that I probably use only once or twice a month, but it saves me time. It allows me to chill, hang out with my kids. Like right now, I'm live. I'm doing this live stream. From here, I'm going to go in, do a couple of videos. Tonight, we're doing the accountability meeting because I can't do it tomorrow. I got to go to one of my kids has an event, so I have to go in. We're going to go to Great Wolf Lodge, chill out, hang out. But why am I able to live this lifestyle? I'm willing to pay for this shit. You know what I mean? I've never sent nobody an email like, yo, can you mentor me? Nah, I come in with a bag. Yo, bro, can you help me out with this thing? I'll pay for your time. And sometimes they'll be nice. Like a lot of times when people hit me up, they'll be like, hey man, I got a question. I'll pay for your time. Just off that, I'll go in and I'll answer your question. I'll help you out. I might even hop on a call and I'll spend an hour with you. Chill. Just because you respect my time, right? And I do that for everybody. I don't got no friends. I don't got nobody I could call up and like, yo, can you help me out with this? I just hit people up and like, yo, bro, I see you doing great advertisement. Can you put me on how you do this? I got a bag for you, right? Shit, I just opened up. Let me see. So you see, I'm not bullshit. I'm not one of these people that be like, I'm waiting for somebody to give me the fucking game or do me a favor. Nah, bro. That shit don't work like that. The real world doesn't work like that. And what I'm saying with this is, I don't even care if you come to me, but go to somebody and get your shit together, right? Like, it's fine. I see so many people that struggle because they're trying to do everything on their own. It's like, bro, let some other dummy, like I'm a dummy for doing this shit on my own. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, he did this shit for 10 years. Now he giving me the game. What? This shit goes $20? Shit, I'll do it. Let me get it. Just because it saved you so much time, right? I'll give you an example. I got somebody in here. I just messaged them the other day. I just messaged him because I seen he does advertisement, right? And the dude, he's actually in Dominican Republic. I got another person who helps me out with the advertisement, but they live in India. I can't be dealing with Indians right now for advertisement because it's like the communication. We got to hop on a Zoom call. I need somebody that I could call up on the phone and it's up at the same time as me, right? So I go in, I hit this dude up. Let me see, where is it? I got like multiple accounts. And I just went in and hit him up. I can't find it. Which account was it? Is it my coding phase, my Joe? Let me see. Earth. Here you go. This is me just. I'm not scared to hit people up and be like, yo, I got a bag for you. I need your help because of the work that you do, right? So this is right here live, right? I'm showing you, look, I say, hola, me gustaría trabajar contigo en marketing de mi compañía. Sé que podemos hacer cosas grandes juntos, tírame, right? What I'm saying is, hey, I know you killing it with the marketing, right? I got a company. We could take it to the next level. Let's work together. I got a bag for you. Dude hit me up. Now imagine if I go in and be like, yo, hey bro, can we work together? Yo, can you help me out with? I'm not doing that shit. That dude will go in and leave you on red. I go in and be like, yo, boom, there's a bag for you. Let's work. We can make some money together. Dude hit me back up. Now I gotta go in, set up a date, hit him back up. Let's go in, hop on a meeting real quick. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you that is because, you know, I see a lot of people that have the potential. They have everything that they want, but they don't understand that in life, you got to invest. If you want to make money, you got to invest. And everything comes with a risk. Do not expect nobody to do anything for you for free. Don't expect things to just happen to you just because you're a good person. Trust me, I'm probably the nicest person that you're ever going to meet. And nothing good ever happens to me unless I make it happen for myself. I'm being honest. Like, I'm still waiting to find, you know, $20. You know what I'm saying? The other day I found $1 in the playground and some little kid came in and said, oh, that's my dollar. Mind you, that's not his fucking dollar, right? Yo, that shit pissed me off, bro. Yeah, this is facts. Bro, I was about to get hype. And I know y'all probably like, damn, Joe, you fucking petty. Bro, I was about to get hype. I haven't found $1 in over 10 years, bro. I find $1 on a playground, right? I tell my son, pick it up, bro. There's $1. You just found $1, right? And some little kid, wise. It's not his dollar. He just got there, right? Mind you, it's nowhere where he was at. It's like literally, he's nowhere near. Tell my son, pick up the $1. You just found $1. In reality, I found it, right? And I got hype. I'm like, shit, my luck is changing. Now, yeah, because I'm dead ass. I haven't found $1 in over 10 years, bro. So I'm like, yo, my luck changing, bro. Shit, it's a blessing. Bro, this little kid came in from like the monkey bars. Yo, that's my $1. You just got here. This fucking $1's been there for 20 minutes. I just been watching it. I've been like this. He got here way after the $1's been there. I just been like, yo, I'm waiting for my son because I'm not picking it up. I'm waiting for my son to go pick it up. And I'm like, yo, I'm excited. And it's funny because I get excited for dumb shit like that. Because I'm like, yo, my luck changing today. You know what I mean? My luck changing today. Shit, I'm getting a blessing. We getting a free $1 today, bro. Even though I don't fucking need it. But it's a feeling of like, shit, I found something. It came to me. You know what I mean? Bro, I haven't gotten $1. I haven't found a fucking $1 in over 10 years. Everything that I gotta do, I gotta fucking get it on my own from the mud. I gotta grind for it. I gotta work. Right? So I'm telling you guys this so you could use that as motivation of like, if Joe's still grinding, if Joe still it gets excited from $1 that he finds on the floor, right? What's your excuse? And if Joe is willing to go in and invest in himself constantly, what's your excuse? You know what I'm saying? In reality, I don't care if you come to me, but I'm telling you, like, if you don't go and take that leap of faith, it's a leap of faith for yourself. You know, something could work out, something could not work out. It's just like you buy a car, you buy a used car. That used car could be, something that runs to 200,000 miles or breaks down in 10,000 miles, right? It's a leap of faith. But if you go in and be like, yeah, bro, I don't know, man, I'm not buying a car because that shit could break down, then you're going to be walking and taking a train for a long time. Okay? You're going to have to be fucking saying now, you're going to be that dude waiting on a fucking bus when you could have been having a car. You know, my first car that I bought it off Craigslist. Saturn View 2001, right? I'll show you right now. Saturn View 2001. And I bought this piece of shit because it was a piece of shit. Right? And I bought this piece of shit off Craigslist. Okay? I bought it off Craigslist. And what's crazy about it was I bought it. It's a gray one. Let me see if I find it. This exact one. Okay. I bought the Saturn View. I bought it for $1,700. Okay. By me buying that car, that was $1,700 at the time. Good luck trying to find a car at that price nowadays. $1,700, right? The car had around 115,000 miles. The guy said everything works. The not the ignition, what's the thing? The alternator, some shit like that. That shit was done. I had to go in and let the car cool off for me to go in and turn it on. I was like, damn, he got me. But you know what? That car allowed me to go to work. That car allowed me to go in and apply to jobs that were no longer inside of the city of New York City, right? And it allowed me to move out of New York City. So by the time you guys got to meet me on YouTube, all this stuff, y'all didn't get to see the whole process. I started with the Saturn View. From the Saturn View to the Nissan Rogue. From the Nissan Rogue to the GLE. You know what I'm saying? The ML. I got the ML before that, right? So the Mercedes ML 350, right? Then from there we got to the GLS. Then we got to the convertible. You know what I'm saying? Now we in the fucking the Traverse. You know what I'm saying? You've seen the process, but if I didn't start with this, if I didn't take that first leap of faith, which started my whole journey, I'd probably be in New York City still, taking the subway. Like I know, you know how many friends I got that still to this day, they still taking a subway. They've never bought a car in their lives. That's embarrassing. You're 30 something years old. You're about to be 40. You don't got a car? It's fine if like, okay, life has been hard on you. But when you don't have a car because you don't take the leap of faith, it don't cost nothing to buy a car. Sometimes you be like, man, I don't got the credit. Trust me, you go to a dealership, they'll find some way to get you into a car. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to take the leap of faith because there's things that, you know, that's required for you to have a car. And again, it's just like anything in life, right? Let me see, 100 projects is wild. Your optimization needs to be on the practice squad for life. Yeah, got to be careful with overdoing a bunch of projects. Trust me, you will get stuck there. It's like tutorial hell. I feel like I've been blind. I have everything I need to get my foot in the door and grow and start business and make better moves. With freelance work, it's time to make it happen. Bro, make it happen. Invest in yourself, man. Look, this is what I want you to do, Patrick Johnson. Create today, right, a simple page of the services that you can provide. And I want you to go in and take $20. Go to Facebook. Go to business.facebook.com. Create an account, right? You need to have a Facebook page. So think of an idea of like whatever PJ Designs. That's your quote unquote business name, okay? Create an advertisement. In that advertisement, I want you to go in and run $20 for this whole week. I'm not telling you to run a lot of money, $20, and you're going to run it locally. Literally anywhere that is 20 to 30 miles away from your house, right? So you find the zip code of your area and then 20, 30 miles, in that area, okay? Around where you live. You're going to go in and create an advertisement. And the advertisement is going to go in and say, hey, I'm looking to work with you. I know you need some of my services. Here's the things that I can do. I could build your web page. I could manage your site. I could build your email. I could, whatever it is that you decide that you want to provide. I'm looking to work on your budget. I guarantee you run $20. Out of those $20, you're going to get at least two people that's going to go in and contact you. Once they contact you, they're going to come in and they're going to have ideas. Somebody might have some big ass idea. Like, hey, build me Facebook in a week. You got to bring it down to earth and be like, hey man, I can't do that. If that will take a lot of time. Let's go in and work piece by piece. That right there will allow you to go in and start getting your first clients. You have skills. Put that shit to work. Make money with it. You know what I'm saying? If you know these things already, Patrick, put that shit to work. But you're going to have to invest in yourself. How do you do that? Very simple. It starts with $20. Because if not, then now if you want to be like one of these fucking people that be like, I'm getting everything for free. Now you got to be one of these fucking people calling people on their businesses on your own. Be like, hi, hi, or pop up into a restaurant or pop up to a salon. That's just embarrassing. There's no point of doing that when you could just pay and get direct access to the business owners. You get what I'm saying? That's it for $20. And you run that shit for a whole week. That will spread out your $20 in multiple times, and they will find you the right client. You know, the person could be taking a poop on the bathroom, and they'll see your advertisement. Man, I got a website. Shit, I would love to have somebody come in and help me out with this thing. It could be easily as listing products for somebody. Guess what? Now you took that $20 and you make $200. You just 10x your money. Now you build a relationship. Now you're working on more projects for that person. Whatever it is, now you made $2,000. You took $20 and flipped it to $2,000. Now that shit is not gonna come to you. You're gonna have to invest so it could go. You could go to the person. You could get in front of people. You know what I'm saying? But this is the time, bro. Invest in yourself, man. And if you don't know how to do all this stuff, this is why we have the profitable developer course. I basically break down all of these things. Like I'm teaching you 10 plus years of how I make money online in that course. You know what I'm saying? When people be like, how do you do this, Joe? It's like, bro, I gave you the profitable developer course. Like it's there. Like I'm breaking down every single thing. Like right now I could disappear and I still make money. People might think like, well, this guy, of course, Joe, you're making money from courses. Nah, I do this shit because I love it. I enjoy it, right? Just on trading, I make anywhere from $800 to $1,600 a day. I could disappear and mind my own business. If I want to go in and build new products and new services, I could go in and do that and no one even knows me, right? I do this because there's nobody else that does this shit what I do. There is no other Joe. The day you tell me, yo, Joe, we got another Joe here, I come in, take off my hat, and put that shit and hang up my jersey. You know what I'm saying? I do this because I enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? And I actually like it. Now, can I go in and be like, yo, I'm going to give you the game and the shit that take me years and money for free? Nah, I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make no sense because even if I give it to you for free, you wouldn't do it because it's free. Remember, I don't know if you guys remember, this a couple of years ago, right? I created the portfolio blueprint. I created this course called Portfolio Blueprint, where I basically break down exactly how to build a really good portfolio, a professional portfolio, the projects that you would need, every single little thing, right? And I made it at a freaking crazy ass price, which was like, I think like $20. Then I went in and I said, you know what? I just want people to take it. I just don't want to give it for free because at the end of the day, all of this shit took me time to do, right? Even though I don't need the money, but I'm like, I'm not going to work for nobody for free. It just, the concept of me doing something for free, just, it doesn't work in my head, right? So I go in and I say, I just want everyone to have it. I'm going to make it $5. Do you know that the Portfolio Blueprint is the course that has sold the least ever in codingphase.com? Ever. And it was the most affordable course and probably the most important course that anyone would take. But guess what? When you give something so cheap and so, at a sense, for free, right? People look down on it. It's like right now, I feel like even on YouTube, like we had codingphase.com, $100. That's what I usually charge, right? Now we have it at $30. I feel like I get less new subscribers from YouTube, not from the advertisement, because advertisement is always getting new subscribers, but from YouTube, less people coming in at $30 than before when we had it at $100. And I'm giving even more value, which is kind of crazy, but I understand why. It's the psychology of it. Why is this so cheap? Why is this, at such an affordable price? Right. So this is the thing that, sometimes you got to think about, right? Pricing is very important, guys. Always remember that. But to be honest with you, I don't care because in advertisement right now, I'm freaking killing it. Like I'm getting so many freaking people on Coding Faces. It's kind of ridiculous. I'm on a wait of getting 1,000 new members every single month, which by the end of the year, you do the math, 1,000 times 30. You know what I'm saying? Like shit. if I would have known this should be like this, I would have put it at $30 years ago. You know what I'm saying? But it's funny because it's like on YouTube, like the amount of people that coming directly from YouTube, I'm like, yo, this is crazy. I'm doing this for the community so they could go in and make it affordable for them and get all these things. And it's like, I feel like there's less people coming from YouTube now than even when we had $100, which is kind of ridiculous. It's like people don't know, they don't understand the value that they're getting. Let me see. You put me on the game. I wasn't paying attention. You got to pay attention, bro. That be my mentor thing just gets on my nerves. Yeah, I would love to mentor somebody. But I've tried it before. And even remember when we used to do a show here where basically, in a sense, it's like like 6-7 mentees, right? I would give them the projects, look over their work, bro. Out of those individuals, the majority of them, like, they didn't do the work. And there was like 3-4 of them that they were solid, that did the work. But then at the same time, mind you, I'm giving my time, I'm doing all this stuff. Bro, there's people that came from Coding Phase, have gotten jobs. We was their mentor, helped them, gave them an internship, right? Until this day, they're not in the Hall of Fame. And again, I got no problem with that. But that let me know the type of mentality that people have. That's why I don't do it no more. That's why I don't go in there. I don't do shit for free for nobody no more. Because of that. Because I used to do all of this stuff. But then I feel like people take advantage or don't even appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Like, least you could do it. Like, I'm not asking for much. Like, I know you came here, Coding Phase, took a bunch of the courses. A bunch of the courses are completed, right? You've done a bunch of stuff. I've seen people that have came to Coding Phase, right, have gotten hired with the projects of Coding Phase on their portfolio, and they still be like, yeah, yo, shout out to Traversing Media, shout out to these people. Don't, and shout out, Brad is my boy, but that let me know ahead of time, like, yeah, this is what happens when you go in and you don't have a filter. And if you just give shit away to everybody, bro, like, people, they don't even appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? They don't even appreciate it a lot of the times. You know what I mean? Yeah, that shit got me fucking pissed. Somebody, I'm not saying the person's name, but it did get me pissed because I'm like, yo, your first project allowed you to get hired. How dare you go in and be like, yeah, shout out to Traversing Media, shout out to this. Like, you got known here. Like, I wouldn't do that to my worst enemy. Just off the strength, because it's a slap to the face of the person. Like, that's like somebody that teach you how to shoot ball, right? And then you shooting the ball like a bum, right? You're like throwing it like this. I teach you how to do the form. I teach you how to take your first layup. I teach you how to do your first dunk, right? I go in and show you in front of the prospects, the freaking people that's gonna go in and pull you into the NBA. And then you go in and be like, yeah, but shout out to Brad. Brad don't even know you. You gonna say, but that's the type of shit that and shout out to my boy Brad. It's not against him, it's just, but that's why even for him, go ahead of Brad. Ask him to sit down with you, hop on a call. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people's not gonna do the shit that I do, right? And that's why they don't do it, because it's like, why would some of these people appreciate it? They're gonna appreciate it? Hell no. If Brad was to do that, then they'll be like, yeah, shout out to Coding Phase. Brad would be like, what the fuck? Like, I'm the one that helped you out. Like, why are you giving a shout out to Coding Phase? Let me see. Joe was ready to fight for that dollar, the little kid stealing his luck away. Yeah, bro, that shit, it sounds petty, but I was like, hell no. Like, you wasn't even here, bro. I mean, I just gave it to him just to put the message clear, because somebody would clip this like, yo, Joe don't slap some little kid for $1. Like, nah, nothing happened. The kid kept it. Like, we not, he looked like he needed. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, bro, go ahead. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, bro, you just took away my first fucking dollar I found in over 10 years, bro. Like, if it was a grown ass man, I'm like, nah, bro, I ain't giving it to you, bro. I'm a strong believer in luck. Like this is another thing too. I'm like superstitious about shit like that. If I drop money, I don't pick it up. Somebody watching this is like, yo, this guy's crazy. Nah, but it's facts. That I believe in that shit. If I drop money to the floor, I'm not picking it up. I'm leaving it right there. You know, in my office in Connecticut, I remember the people that rented me the spot. They called me up because I left a bunch of shit. And sometimes I will be like counting money in the office, da da da. And if the money dropped to the floor, I'm not picking it up. Whoever wants it, that's their luck. So somebody from the office had called me, hey Joe, we found a couple of $20 bills on your office. We're gonna send it back in the letter. I'm like, yo, don't send me that. Like, that's for you guys. That's for whoever found it. I don't pick up money off the floor. It's bad luck. So I just said, yo, leave that shit right there. Right? But again, that's one of the reasons too. When I found $1, I was like, yo, son, come pick that shit. My son, come get that shit. My son picked it up, and the little kid from the monkey bar is like, yo, that's my dollar. No, it's not, bro. Stop it. Stop with your bullshit. That's not your dollar. You just got here, bro. Like, but there's kids that's like, my son looked at me like, I'm like, bro, you just give it to him, man. He needs it. You know what I mean? You don't need that shit. But it was nice. I still feel it. I'm like, I found it. Fuck that. You know what I mean? I found that dollar. It's been a minute, bro. I haven't found a dollar. Like, I'm telling you, like a dollar bill in the streets ever, like in almost 10 years. I used to find shit all the time in New York. And I feel like, I don't know, once I moved out of New York, I never found a dollar. I never found like, oh man, somebody left something, or hey, somebody left a little something, a little this and that. You know what I mean? It's always, I got to get my own bread, or I got to grind it out. I don't know. Psychologically, that's my thing. That's like, yeah, it's crazy. Let me see. You had all that time to pick it up, only to get the worst time to do it. That's some bullshit. Flintstones ride. Yeah, bro. This is a crazy ride, bro. That was my first car, bro. Saturn View. Yo. Running through here. Shout out to Ivan Hurt. I had to pay coding fee and others secretly secretly running my business. Helped me to hire a Vicky, my VA, and others. Nice. Shout out to my boy Ivan Hurt, man. Ivan, we need to do an interview, bro. Been a minute. Let me see. Let me see. For one person who does something wrong or does not show gratitude, the rest will pay the price. Yeah, unfortunately. It's because it's a bad feeling. It's a bad feeling of like when you do something good and you don't even get a thank you. It's a shitty feeling. Trust me. Like, there's nothing that I hate more because I'm such a good person, bro. Like, it's just crazy. Like, even when I know somebody's going to take advantage of me, I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt. I'm like, nah, he's not going to do that. And I do that shit to everybody because I cannot judge everybody off what somebody else does. Now, there's certain things that now I just limit myself and be like, I can't do that. But I'm not judging them. You know what I mean? I'm not judging them ahead of time for what somebody else did. It's just like, I've already had enough bad experiences that I'd rather not do it. But as far as like when I meet somebody, I could meet you today and I had a bad experience with somebody else. I'm not bringing that energy to you. I'm treating you as if everything is good. Everything's fresh. Like I've never gotten dirty or anything. You know what I mean? That's just the type of person that I am. Because I want people to treat me. I treat people the way how I want people to treat me. You know? Let's see. I remember fell behind, missed out. I'm catching up now. Time to press the gas. Yes, you gotta do it, bro. Lauren's like, yeah, I never had a problem giving credit, but I was raised right, so. Word. Freaking Lauren is like, shit. That's the biggest flex. It's like, yo, I was raised right. Shit. What more can I do? And again, I don't want people to be like, yeah, you gotta give me Mac credit. No, you don't have to give credit. I don't want you to be like, damn, I gotta give a shout out to. I just wish, people understand like the same way how you would like to get treated, treat me the same way. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's all I want. I don't want nothing more, nothing less. Treat me the same way how you would like to get treated, right? If you do something cool or nice or whatever, or you help somebody out, wouldn't it be nice that when, somebody comes in, like tomorrow, somebody comes in and I don't know, one of you guys could be the next Mark Zuckerberg, right? And you go in, you write a book, and you be like, damn, but your first thing, your whole shit, you start from coding phase, right? And tomorrow you at at a book signing or some shit, and be like, hey man, who were some of the people that helped you out in the beginning, or give you your first start, or whatever it is, or you're writing your book, whatever. And you go in and be like, yeah man, shout out to Bill Gates. Like, I'm gonna be like, yo, bro, like, the fuck Bill Gates have to do with you? Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's not just like I want credit, whatever. You pay for something, but I don't create this shit on like off the strength of like me getting paid. I do this shit because I want to and I enjoy it. Now, of course, I have to pay the light bills and all this shit takes time, right? But it's nice when somebody comes in and like, hey, shout out to Joe, thank you for this, da da da. You know what I mean? I appreciate it. There's people that come that I get shout outs and people, like I was watching the other day, like a podcast, or listening to a podcast on a podcast that is like all developers, and somebody just gave me a big ass shout. I didn't even know that they came to Coding Phase. I forgot the kid's name, but it's a big podcast, and he's like, yeah, da da da, Coding Phase, da da da, and I'm like, oh shit. So I'm just enjoying the show. I don't even know the kid. And he goes in and gives me a shout out. But mind you, I've never had like my hands on this individual or had interaction with him. They just came to the platform, signed up, was a YouTube subscriber, etc. They used me as motivation. They took some of the courses and they kept it moving, right? I never got to even like vibe with him like that, right? Because I don't even know the kid's name yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I didn't even spend no time with him. But he's still like, yo, I used to be watching this guy Coding Fit and helped me out, blah, 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 took a couple of courses on his platform. And I was like, damn, that's big. Because what it does is it allows my platform to grow in different audiences. You know what I'm saying? And it's something that's cool. Like, I'll give you an example. I'm probably one of the only Latinos, black individuals that's in here in this game, right? And if we don't even support each other, you think these other individuals is going to support us? Hell no. You know what I'm saying? So if we don't go in and give each other shout outs or lift each other up, like, when I'm over here, when I'm talking to anybody, like, yo, Lawrence, I love that Lawrence is killing it. Lawrence is doing, DevRel, going to conferences. I love that shit. I go in and I tell people, go check him out. Go check out my boy Kevin Mosley. He's helping people that's coming from the military to get into the game. I go in. There's people that come in to me and they'll be like, I just came from the military. Da da da. I'm like, bro, check out my boy Kevin Mosley, cause y'all could vibe. Y'all could, y'all know all about that shit, all that military shit, and he could put you on game. There's things that you could connect with him better than even you will connect with me. But that's the type of person that I am. I was raised right? So I'm that type of individual. There's certain individuals like, nah, they're to themselves. You know what I'm saying? They, shout out to my man's On Ming. Another that came to codingphase.com, been killing it, right? And he's in the Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying? He's in the Hall of Fame. I appreciate you coming back, bro. But yeah, there's people that I see them in places that I'll be like, oh shit, whatever. And I'm so happy for them. And now I bump into them and they're looking at me like, mind you, this is just coding. So imagine if we made money together. This is how some individuals are, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's why when people be like, yeah, yo, can you mentor me? I'm like, nah, bro, don't work like that, bro. I ain't have no mentor. Ain't nobody fucking. I have to pay for everybody's shit. You know what I mean? And it's not off because I don't want to. It's just when you do it for free, bro. The letdown and the disappointment that you get, 99% of the time, people just do you dirty for no reason. Let me see, Joe. What's your thoughts on mainframe tech like COBOL? It's a super niche area, very low demand for developers. Seems pretty cool. Hold on, guys. I got this trade that I gotta open. Let me just make sure I close it. Okay, so just give me 1 second. We gotta close up the trade, bro. we gotta freaking make sure we stay in profit. Bro, I had the last past week, bro, I've had like a crazy, I mean, yeah, I know my dad passed away, right? So my dad passed away in last week, right? And then from there, like my mind hasn't been the same. Like I just, and you shouldn't trade when you're in like this, because trading is psychological. It's like it's a thing about how your mood is, how you feel. Believe it or not, once you learn the skill and you learn the tools, trading is more psychological than anything. So whatever, freaking, I've been trading and stuff, and I just had like a horrible week, like because I just wasn't mentally there. I shouldn't have even traded. You know, I've been just like, I'm like in La La Land right now. Like, you know what I mean? Like this morning, like I'm over here. Like right before I started the live stream, I was like, shit. I'm like thinking about something. I'm like, oh shit. I'm about to fucking about to cry or some shit. Like, yeah, because my dad just died. You know what I mean? But then it's like random little things that you start thinking about. Like it just pops up, right? And when you're trading, you need to have a clear mind. You can't be stressed. You gotta, you know, because you gotta make the sound decisions and stuff like that. But this week has been probably, well, last week was the worst week of all time. Like I haven't had 5 straight red days. I've never had that shit of just like 5 straight red days of losing. It was bad this past week. I mean, the market was down, a bunch of shit happened. Um, but yeah, man, don't trade if you're going through stuff. That's the best advice that I will tell you guys. Definitely do not trade if you're going through things. Let me see. Hold on. Yeah, so let me see. Thoughts on learning mainframe tech, like COBOL as means to get into tech. It's a super niche area, very low demand of developers. They're due to an aging dev population. Yeah, there's an opportunity there. I believe there's an opportunity. I believe that there's definitely an opportunity in there. It's just I don't know if that will be something that I want to do. You know, because also too, like, coding needs to be fun in a sense, right? Like, yeah, you gotta get your bag, but at the same time, like, you wanna in a sense, how you call this, um you know, you want to enjoy the job too, you know. I don't know if I'm gonna enjoy COBOL. Oh man. He's like, yeah, if I do a podcast, yeah, don't worry, Lawrence. I'm not searching for people. Like, yo, da da da. Nah, it's just there's certain individuals that went like you good. Like you always show me love all the time. So it's like, and you're still part of the community, which I appreciate it. Like I wouldn't care. I don't care about that. It's more like people as being part of the community and just they go out of their way. Like I could tell when somebody goes out of their way to be like, yeah, we're not mentioning coding phase. Mind you, I'm like, this is crazy. Like you don't fucking got hired off your the first project that you got hired was off coding phase. It's like my project that I built. I taught it to you and I gave it to you, and your portfolio was exactly the same project. And it's like to not even go and show some love. It's like, I don't know. I just feel disrespected. I just feel like, because it's like, I don't know. I don't do this shit for the money, bro. I do this shit because I want to help people. But at the same time, it's a good feeling when people that do good and doing the thing, that they appreciate what you've done. Because I've never charged what I'm supposed to charge. You know what I'm saying? Like when I go in, I charge like just bare minimum to go in and cover and turn on the lights. And I continue making my bread in other ways. And even like whenever shit, the business might be down a little bit, I go in and find other ways to make money so I don't have to shut it down or to even move on from it, because I know there's people that need this. But then with all the sacrifices that I do and all the stuff, and it's like, damn, the least you could do it is just like, yo, shout out to my mans. That's it. But if I know and I could tell that you going out of your way, I'm like, damn, bro. Like now now I feel disrespected. Now I feel like, damn, you going out of your way to just be like, nah, fuck him. Like I'm not even like, that's crazy. Yeah, gotta get back to work, bro. Yeah, me too, bro. I gotta get out of here. I gotta do a bunch of stuff. I got this AI automations course I gotta do. I gotta finish doing this editing for uh, the trading course of the Weeble section that I have to get done. So I'm gonna get out of here too. But like I said, guys, definitely go check out codingphase.com. Don't get scared if somebody's right now like, damn, bro. Now I'm definitely not going. This guy's gonna be hounding me for credit for the rest of my life. Like, nah. Guys, nah, I don't care. You don't have to get credit. We got thousands of people that came to codingphase.com. My only thing is just the people. If I, like, in a sense, like, I give you my time and do a bunch of stuff for you, and you know that, show some love. Same way how I show love. But if I never even, you just came in, you pay for your course, you pay for your service, I never really gave you that time. You don't owe, you don't owe me nothing. You pay for what you came here for. But if I'm going out of my way, I'm hopping on calls, talking to recruiters and doing this, yeah, I'm expecting you that you gonna be like, yo, you might as well get a coding face tattoo. Be like, yo, get a coding face teardrop right here, like, yo, the CP, like, nah, I'm joking, man. But listen, guys, I'm about to get out of here. Let me see. Edwin says, super off topic, but what happened to that dude, Dreaded Dev? Remember that guy? Edwin, the Dreaded Dev is doing good. That dude is chilling. He's focusing in the marketing space. He does development here and there, but he's getting a bag. You know what I mean? I think like a lot of people used to be hating on him. Me and him had like a little friction, but a friction of like, it was like some bullshit. YouTube shit. Like he thought that he had some t-shirts that were coming out, and he thought that because he had some t-shirts coming out that I had t-shirts coming out. Mind you, like people been asking me for t-shirts, people been asking me for hats. I just don't have the time to do all that extra stuff. And it just coincided that we both were doing like he was doing a t-shirt, I was doing some hat or something. And he thought that I was trying to copy him. I'm like, bro, like you just got here, chill. And that was my whole friction with him. It was like, bro, how can I copy you when I'm the originator? You know what I'm saying? Like I've been doing this, right? But then from there, and mind you, I love the kid. Like I think he was like super cool. It's just sometimes this YouTube shit gets people weird, bro. Like remember this, guys. Like this fame thing, and this is not even famous, but it's like being a public eye and this and that. Like people bump heads for viewers and stuff like that. Like you could keep the viewers. I don't want no viewers. I just want to help people out, and that's it. I don't want to be popular. Like I used to have videos that making a million views, and I take them down because I don't want to be in the algorithm like that. I don't want to get a million people watching me. I want to get the right people that watch me, the people that's related to me, people that's cool like me. Those are the people that I want, you know, for me to be seen. I don't want to be in, you know, one of these YouTubers. So yeah, so that was the whole thing with me and him. We hashed it out, and you know, I think I did an ether on him once. I took the video down because I didn't even have. I had the ether playing everything. I'm like, bro, I don't want to ether you, bro. Like, I like you. Like, I don't know why you going at me. Like, I'm not the one. And then we became cool, right? We cordial, right? It's funny because he's from Tampa and we were supposed to link up. We never really linked up. I don't know if he still feel like some type of way. I don't know. I mean, I don't really care if people feel some type of way, but I still like the guy. You know what I mean? Like, and I called him up one time and I told him like, "Yo, what up? Let's link up. I'm in here in Tampa." But he's also busy and doing his thing. He's successful, which is what I care about. That he's taking care of his family. He got money in his pocket. I believe he bought a house, so he's doing good. You know what I'm saying? He's a dude that's doing good. You know, but also too this YouTube shit. Remember, like, even though me and him had a little friction, there was a lot of racist people that was in here on YouTube, and people hate when they see a Latino. Right? He had the dreads, the red dreads. They're not from Florida. They don't know that's a regular thing here in Florida. Having the Puerto Rican with the red dreads and this and that, smoking weed, that's normal here. You know, it's a you know neighborhood jit. You know what I mean? Like that's normal in Florida. For some people in Middle America, they're like, wait, what is this? Da da da. It's like for me, like when I used to come in here, I used to be like, yo, chit chit chit. That's like my own swag, right? People be like, what is this? 50 Cent? 50 Cent's a coder now? So some of these dweebs in their head, they're like, they can't imagine somebody who's not a dweeb like them that could also code. You know, that's why I love this vibe coding and all of this shit. Because a lot of these fucking clowns that thought that they were special and all of these racist fucks that they looked at us they looked at us down and whatever, they're stressed out. And it's really because all they could do is click clack. There's a lot of people that's out here, the jocks, like let's say if we was to go in and separate this like in high school, the jocks, the girls from the cheerleader, the freaking popular kid, all of these people could code in real life. So it's not just the little nerdy dudes that could do that shit. So when you see a dude like myself, you see a dude like the Dreaded Death, you be like, man, can this dude really code? It's like, yeah, stupid, we could code. And slap the shit out of you too at the same time, right? We could chew gum, right? And ride the skateboard at the same time and slap your ass if we have to, right? So sometimes some of these people, they was hating. They used to hate on Dreaded Death. I used to get all the hate. And then Dreaded Death came in and he got even more hate because he used to be using Bootstrap Studio, which is funny because now all these dweeps, they're using Cursor and they're using all of this other fucking third-party tools. And it's like, yeah. So when he was doing it, it's bad. When y'all talking about it now it's good. No, because this is what you use as in the marketing departments. You use tools to help you build the projects faster. Now it's like, yeah, guess what, buddy? This is where, you know, the future was. Right? It's the same thing with like Shopify and all this stuff. Like when people be like, I built an e-commerce platform by myself. I'm like, yeah, that's a waste of time. You should have just used Shopify. Why would you build that shit yourself? Right? But again, that's what it was back then. Dreaded Death, I love the kid. I like all his content, all the stuff. I know he's doing good. Last time I seen him on Instagram and stuff, he seems like he's doing his thing. But it's funny because it's like people hated on him, and it's like, bro, like look where we at now. You know what I'm saying? And that really goes to show you, like sometimes, you know, there's people that's out here that might not look like they know what they're doing, but they know what they're doing. It's like you might see me here and you be like, does this guy really know what he's doing? Yeah, I do. I make millions of dollars, right? I've had multiple businesses. I've helped thousands of people in this industry, right? So there's something I'm doing right. You know what I'm saying? Like you could go in and go through a fucking forum or find some shit under a rock and be like, some dude talking shit about me. You're always going to find that. But there's thousands and thousands of people that say, yeah, nah, this guy's legit. Because if not, they would have pulled the card out for me. They would have been like, yeah, this guy's not good. This guy doesn't know what he's doing. I got almost 10 years in this game. You know what I mean? They thought I was going to quit years ago. They're like, yeah. They thought that they was going to run me off. It's like, nah, bro, I live in a separate place. That's why I don't be in that YouTube developer community and stuff like that. A lot of these guys is fake as fuck, right? And they act like they're all freaking like kumbaya. They're kumbaya amongst themselves. And one thing that you're going to notice, a lot of them, there is no black or Latinos in there. And they do that shit on their own. You know what I'm saying? Again, I don't want to make this shit into race, but we know what it is. You know what I'm saying? We know what it is. And they stick to their own. Cool, I stick to my own. I make my own. You know what I'm saying? When I came into this game, there wasn't that many black and Latino developers. There was a few. But now we got a lot. And I feel like I'm part, responsible of that. And I take that shit with pride. You know what I'm saying? Because now, guess what? When I go to anywhere, there's a bunch of black and Latinos everywhere I go now. When I got into this game, there wasn't any. You will go in and you will find once in a blue moon one guy, maybe he's Mexican, but he's like third generation Mexican. He's like, he's been here his whole life. He don't even know what a taco is. You know what I'm saying? Like he's so far removed from being Latino that he's like, yo, I'm like third, fourth generation. You know what I mean? Like now you go into any spot, you might find a Dominican, Puerto Rican, Jamaican. You might bump into anybody in this game. And I love it because now we're not alone. We're not the weirdos amongst weirdos. Now we in here, we're the cool kids around a couple of weirdos. You know what I mean? Anyways, man, I'm joking around. I know people get that shit. They take that shit to the heart. But yeah, man, I'm not playing no Dungeons and Dragons. I'm not playing no Yu-Gi-Oh cards with y'all. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, I code, but doesn't mean I'm part of that shit. Anyway, man, let me see. He was feeding off someone saying the chat was there, but I didn't have the chat open, so I didn't see who said it. But Dread didn't start that. Let me see. Shout out to everybody in here. Anyways, guys, love you guys. I'm about to get out of here. Let me get back to work. But like I said, guys, definitely go check out codingphase.com when you guys get a chance. It's up to you. Come in, check it out. Check out the resume builder, guys. That right now is the hottest feature on codingphase.com. A lot of people creating the resume, and trust me, when I'm telling you, it's making a big difference on people from not getting any interviews to actually now getting interviews. Trust me, there's a reason for that. It's because you was not getting through the ATS bots. Now you can. All right. So anyways, I'm going to see you guys later. It's your boy Joe back at it again, codingphase.com. Take care. Peace.